It's TBR time. Let's pick my December TBR. Isn't it crazy that it's already December? That is wild to me. I can't get over it. But this is the final TBR of the year, so hope I can make it a good one. It's not really up to me though, is it? It's up to the TBR gods. Okie dokie. This month, this is my birthday month, so I'm hoping to get a few books for my birthday. No. But obviously they're not on the cart because I don't even know if I'm getting any. But books I'm hoping to get to, well, this Stephen King book's been on my TBR I think the past 3 months and I still haven't read it. So is that a sign that maybe I really don't want to read it or what? But I do want to read it, so hopefully 4th time's a charm. I don't know, we'll see. Now I just got When the Moon Hatched and I've heard so many mixed reviews about this. Some people can't put it down and then other people can't even get through it. So I mainly just want to read it to see what side I'm on, if I love it or I hate it. I just read the 5th Harry Potter book this month, so I'd like to get to the 6th one. And I've got Binding 13 on my cart and that has literally been there forever, so is it time? It could be time. I think I'm gonna pick, see, do I be ambitious? I don't have to get to them. I think I might pick 6. Let's be ambitious this month. I usually read 5, 6 books a month, so we'll just pick 6 and if I get to them, I get to them. If I don't, I don't. Okay, first one. A book with more than 400 pages. Oh god. Why can't we just stick to nice and short books, 300 pages, you know what I mean? Wait, under or book with more than 400? Okay, let's see my options. The 6th Harry Potter book is definitely over. It has 542 pages, so that could be option number 1. Could read Binding 13, that's a mammoth of a book, but I don't know if I want to get to that one yet. See, I feel like majority of my books are over 400 pages, so this is really simple. Which one of these do I want to read? Stephen King book is 484 pages, so that's obviously more than 400. And When the Moon Hatched is hefty mother. 541 now. I really don't know. Let's be real, I don't know. I'm going to pick Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince because this is the second last book in the series and I really would like to either finish the series this December or early 2025. So, and it's the shortest, it looks the shortest, so that's what I'm about. Okay, prompt number 2. A fantasy. See, that's what we're talking about. Okay. See, the book I'm reading right now would be perfect for that. I'm reading Skyshade, the 3rd book in the Lightlark series, so that would be great. Is When the Moon Hatched a fantasy? It's got fae, so I'm assuming this is a fantasy. Really, that would be ideal. If it's not a fantasy, no one tell me because I'm reading it anyway. Okay, so this is the 2nd book. I am nervous but excited to read that. And that's my only other fantasy book I have on my TBR at the moment. And fantasy is my favorite genre, so that's just criminal. Book number 3, prompt number 3, sorry. A book with a colour in the title. Huh? Book with a colour in the title. I think I meant to write a coloured, the title's a colour. I really wrote that very strange. Okay, let's see my options here. I have tomorrow, obviously. Look at all those colours. A colour in it. I have... See, I don't have actually that many. I have Lola in the Mirror, pink in the title. Colour in the title. I thought that one would be an easier prompt, but clearly I just don't have many. Or you had me at colour, which I literally have had since like before I was even properly reading. So to be honest, I have no idea what any of these books are about. I just know that obviously Trent Dalton is a very popular author, and Tomorrow is meant to be one of the best books. So I think I want to read Tomorrow. I think it's time. I think I'm going to go with Tomorrow. Everyone that I've seen, that I've heard, that has read this has said it's like one of the best books they've ever read. Like, rate it 5 stars. So, and I have wanted to read it for ages, and I found it on Op Shop for $1. So I think this is the 3rd book I'm going to read this next month. Okay, from number 4. This is so fun just picking them out. A book you've been putting off. Wow, that's my whole cart, you see. Okay, there's an obvious choice here. I have been putting it off because look at the hunk of this thing. Look at, it's a hunker. Look at that thing. It's really big. 789 pages. Oh my goodness. But do I do it this month? I might have to. Let me see what other books I've been putting off. See, a lot of the books on my cart, some of them like are shows I've seen obviously, or movies I've seen, so I don't really feel like reading them at the moment. And I've got a few that I started reading, I just was not in the mood to read them at all, so I just put them back. I think I'm gonna have to do it. My sister's gonna be so glad I'm actually gonna read it now. This is one of the longest books I've had on my TBR, so I think it is time to read Binding 13. Will I actually get to it? We shall see. December's a busy month. Okay, pick my 5th prompt. A book, can I speak? A book written by a female author. Okay. The obvious choice I have here is Sword Catcher by Cassandra Clare. Now, when I was in Bali, I believe, I started reading this and I just could not get into it. I don't know why, what was happening. I was just getting very confused. I was just getting brain fog. I don't know what was happening. I got so confused reading it and I just couldn't do it, and I put it back on my cart. So this is an obvious choice. So let me see what other options we have here. That's also a hunker. Like, I vote we start making all books just between 300 and 400 pages. Like, that's enough. 604. Okay. Yeah, I don't know is it Gillian Flynn, the author of Gone Girl, Agara Girl? I don't know. This is what confuses me. Could also do the 7th Harry Potter book, J.K. Rowling, but that's just a lot of Harry Potter in 1 month, I feel. Now, I could do a really easy read, which could work in my favour, especially if I wanted a little break up from all these bigger books. I have Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. I haven't read a Colleen Hoover book in a very, very, very long time. But like many people, I'm sure, she did get me a little bit back into reading. Like, her books are very easy to read, I'd say. They're very intense, majority of them, but they're easy to read. So I could read this one, and I've also had this for ages, so, and it's the last Colleen book I have on here, so should I just read it and get it out of the way? It could be the month to do that. And I don't know if I want to read this yet, because it's also a fantasy, and it's huge. Like, let's stick to the smaller books. Like, can we? But also, I don't mind Colleen Hoover's books, but I'm just not the biggest fan. But I kind of just want to get it out of the way. So I think I'm going to read it maybe someday. Yep, I'm going to do it. Okay. Sixth and final prompt. A book with a multicolored spine. Do I even have any? See, I wrote all these prompts. I probably don't even have any. A multicolored spine. That's multicolored. Could read Fury. The Fury, sorry. I have no idea what this is about, but I think I was given it, or I got it from an op shop. I think it's got something to do with murder, so that could be interesting. This is the obvious choice with a multicolored spine. I have had it for quite some time. Does this count as multicolored spine? I feel like it doesn't, because it's just the words. I don't want to be a cheat. I don't really have many with multicolored spines. I don't know what the frick I wrote for, like, why I wrote this prompt. I clearly wrote it for a specific book. I really think this is the only book with a multicolored spine, so I think my sixth and final prompt is The Fury. No idea what it's about. That seems to be the theme for this month with these books, but this is going to be my sixth and final TBR prompt. Well, that went interesting. I got a few books I want to read, and then ones I've been putting off for a very long time. So these are my 6 books for December. Will I get to them all? Probably not. I'll probably decide to read something else, especially if I get something for my birthday. I am excited. I'm mainly excited to read this to see if I love or hate it. This, because I know I just have to do it. I know it's an amazing series. So this, and honestly this, because I'm just like, what the hell is it about? I don't know. So that was my TBR for December. Thanks for watching.